Now we've got a card on love. A blank card about love. Okay, well, we'll answer this question, this blank about love. This is someone who didn't write this question, who hasn't a clue about love, hasn't a clue in such a way that can't even ask the question, doesn't even know what question to ask. So many thousands and thousands of people now are on Match.com and such on the internet and longing to belong, longing to find their beloved, searching. There's desperation, there's lack, there's, again, the phrase, I've tried everything, and still yet no connectedness with someone else. I have a client who has been recently on that trek of dating people from the internet, and she gave herself some time frame that she was going to be exploring this and discovering and uncovering a lot about her heart and what she was experiencing in relationship to a lack of love partnering in her life. And at the end of I think it was a 3-month period, and at the end of the 3 months, it was so wonderful because she did find love. And the love that she found was herself. And she found that by experiencing many, many dates and chit-chats online. And each time came to another stage and phase of how she is making choices now about how she will be treated. So there's, I always feel that, in fact, yesterday when we were on the street, people were wanting to ask questions for themselves. Several people said, will I find Mr. Right? Well, no, you won't. You won't. You are to be Mr. Right. You are to be Miss Right to yourself and fall in love with you and, take yourself on a date and see what you are preferring and what kind of roses you want. And as you do that and understand that any kind of way that you are having your heart go out to other people, you must be included. You must include your own self in your own love in the world. If you exclude yourself, then you'll see that people will not come into your sphere until you're ready for that. I had a client also who has a track record of dating men who were of the bad boy archetype, and she did that for quite some time, and then made a commitment and a declaration, and she was willing to change that. She was willing to have a whole other kind of way to experience love. And she called me and she said, "Oh, I must be doing something wrong because nobody's showing up. There hadn't been any dates in her life or anyone appearing at all." And that wasn't reverting back. What it was continuing to go forward. She was living through a period of time where no one was showing up because she said no to the bad boys. So then no bad boys showed up. And meanwhile, it was a time for her to cultivate her own love for herself. And then she was able to then progress forward and be clear to find, it's not even find, it's you find yourself. And as you find yourself, you magnetically attract who is to be in your world. And then it happens then.